Hey everybody, so today we're going to be writing our thesis statements for our papers. Now, this is not going to be your final thesis statement. This is just practice. You're going to write your final thesis statement once you have done research and have evidence to back up your opinions. But today we're going to talk about what I'm looking for with your thesis statements and then the practice a few times seeing what your thesis statement is going to look like. So, let's talk about first what a thesis statement is. It's probably a term many of you have heard before. The definition we're working with is on your work handout right now. It says a thesis statement is a sentence in which you state your main argument and how you will prove it. So you're saying, I think this thing and I think this thing because of these reasons. Now, there are many ways you can write a thesis statement, but we're going to focus on one particular way with this paper. It's called the concession thesis reasons type of thesis statement. You'll notice that there's three parts of this type of thesis statement: the concession, the thesis, and the reasons. If you look at the board, it has written out on it the definitions for those three parts of the thesis statement. Let's pause a moment and we can write those down. So in review, the concession is the part of the thesis statement where you recognize the opposing side of the argument. That's something I want you to do several times in this paper, where you're saying, I realize other smart people think this thing, but they're not right, and I'm going to tell you why they're not right. So you start off by saying an opposing side of the argument. Next, we're getting to the actual thesis where you say, this is what I think. It's where you say your main argument. Finally, we get to the reasons part of our thesis statement, and that's where you list why you think what you think. In this paper, I'm looking for 3 reasons why you think what you think, and those 3 reasons are going to be your 3 main body paragraphs. So let's look at this example. You can see it on the board and on your handout. Although surveillance cameras may be expensive, schools should install them because they increase safety, reduce vandalism, and keep both teachers and students accountable for their actions. So I want you guys to, again, pause for a moment and label the concession, the thesis, and the reasons in this thesis statement. Remembering concessions recognize the opposing side, thesis says what you think, and then reasons say why you think what you think. So we're going to pause again.